I haven't got any food for you, I'm afraid, but it's nice to see you. And good morning from Easky campsite. It's 7:15 in the morning, so the sun's, I think, just come up actually. This little fella. I wonder if he's the same robin that was at Westport yesterday. That one came in the recreation room, walked right in, picked up a crumb of bread, and then flew out. So they're quite tame, nice birds. I got a lovely view of the greenfinch in the hedge. It would have made a nice picture, but it flew off, and it was singing quite a lot. So Donegal is 105k according to Google, which is a day away. I think I can do it, but there is a campsite before that at 89k. So you come back on here now. Yeah. So I might push to Donegal. I think we've had the good weather, and it's going to rain from here on in. That's a prediction. Still, a fortnight of rain, and it's not last Saturday, but the Saturday before, the last Saturday in April, the day I set off. It's the 10th of May today, Saturday. So I forgot about this. Well, I didn't see it last night. I've only just discovered it this morning. I've just filled up my water, so that's ready to go, and there's books and stuff. I would have eaten in here rather than in the tent, I think. But I've found this island map. I've took a picture. It's handy to have it all on one page. And just looking at how far I've got round, it's quite, well, it's impressed me a bit, because I started off there 2 weeks ago now. That was my first little stop. There was nothing there, the wild camp, and then I stopped at Cork, then to Skibbereen, and then up to Glengarriff, up to Glenbee, around Dingle, Tralee was where the wheel first went, then over the ferry, and then did Loop Head, Cliffs of Moher, I went up there, stopped there, then these were the Cliffs of Moher, then stopped up here over the Burren. 2 nights in Galway, which is about halfway up, and then Galway to Westport, that was a big day, and then Westport to Killala to Easky yesterday, and then today I've got to get to Lidl's at Sligo, and then maybe Ballyshannon or Donegal, and then it's up to Malin and back down. So yeah, quite a good trip so far. It's a long way, and I've skipped a lot of the Wild Atlantic Way down here and up here, and then I'm on it all day today because it's the most direct route anyway. And I've got to see, because there's no ferry until the 30th at Rathmullen to Buncrana, and then this ferry at Greencastle, it's only weekends and it's the weekend now, so I don't think I'll get there in time. So I should probably go from Donegal up to EIRE, and then through to Letterkenny, and then to Derry, Londonderry, and then up and round. Derry, Belfast 125, Belfast, Dublin 225, but that does include this bit here. There's a ferry here over Strangford Lough that may or may not be running, so I've got to research that. And then here's the most easterly point, and then Dublin to Rosslare is 100, 325, 450. So that's a good week cycling. But I'll see how my ankle is. I might do a bit more loops in Donegal before going up to Malin. But Donegal to Malin is probably going to be 100. And then I think that's 50 from Malin to Derry, so we'll see. So I'll leave Easky now and crack on. Just left Easky. The sun's just broken through a bit. There were defined shadows and now they've just disappeared. It's a long straight road to Sligo. I'm taking today as like a transition day because it's mostly N roads. Up after Sligo to Ballyshannon and then to Donegal if I get that far, so just in the warm-up stage at the moment. Over the hills the giant rode, and he looked on the distant Atlantic broad. He stood on the mountain, he aimed at the sea, and a rock from his right hand he flew far over the sea. 'Twas but a mere pebble to his light finger stone, he would into the boiling flood have thrown, to sink in the cauldron of foaming froth. But the stone fell short, and the giant's wrath was kindled fierce. The rebel rock with his long and ponderous sword he struck, and the granite mass was cleft in twain, with its wide yawning chasm on Easky's plain. The massive rock next to the road, just in the field, it's a gneiss stone, 6 meters long by 2.5 meters high. Carried north from the Ox Mountains by the retreating glaciers at the end of the last ice age. That's the legend of it. It is said that the two halves of rock will come together to sandwich anyone brave enough to pass through the opening 3 times. So I suppose we'll have to try it then. One. 2. Three. That didn't work, unless the bicycle has to go through as well. Well, it's not the holy stone of Clonricket, is it? I'm up just admiring the view on the way to Sligo. It's 9:10. I've developed some sort of clunk in the bottom bracket. I don't know if it's in the bracket or the pedals, but it's just developed in the last half hour. So we've got to keep an eye on that, because I don't know what that could be. It could be, if it's it could be the bottom bracket, or it could be the pedals. So we'll have to see if it's just a knock. It does sound like a bearing. I see many a ruined cottage around, but some are just that little bit more interesting than others. Still got the knocking noise from the pedals or the bottom bracket. I can sometimes feel it, so I'll stop in Sligo and have a thorough check. And if there's play somewhere, then I'll find a bike shop, and hopefully they can swap out whatever's broken. Coast Guard's out. They've gone down and now they're going back, so I'm on the lookout for something. Had a look, there's play in the pedals and the bottom bracket. It's moving quite a lot. So, bike shop in Sligo, hopefully. If there's no bike shop, then probably the train. I think that was a curlew then. I don't know, train or push on till it breaks, but there's no train now between Sligo and Londonderry, so but we'll see. We might be able to get it fixed in Sligo. I forget when I put it in. It must be pushing 10,000 miles now on the bottom bracket, so it's just on at a bit of an inconvenient time. And the noise is getting more consistent even in the just 2 hours, so I don't think it'll, well, I'm wondering even if it'll last the day actually. So we'll see what Sligo has to offer. And the sun's come out.
doesn't sound good, does it? Never mind Donegal, will I even get to Sligo?